5, 4, 3, 2.
Hi, GDR here, taking a break from recording to answer some of your questions, or try. They're pretty tough, some of these. There's a new album, by the way, that's coming out soon. It's called Deep Surrender. It's an album to listen to. It's like kind of soft, deep house to help you when you're getting in the zone while reading The Spiritual Path. Check that out, Deep Surrender. So while taking a break from recording, here we go. Questions from you guys. Number one, my favorite character is Karla. Thank you. A lot of women have come up to me, female readers, and said, we hate Karla. She's horrible. She's terrible. She's so mean to Lynn. We hate her. Why did you write her? She's so awful. And I keep saying, I love Karla. I think I love her as a character. She's unpredictable, willful. She does what she wants, when she wants. She's dangerous, deadly, a little crazy in her own way, but also focused. And she's a survivor, as you'll know if you read The Mountain Shadow. She's got what it takes. So I like her too. I really like the character. So thank you for liking her. Now, can you tell me if you really have a Karla in your life now? No, I don't have a homicidal, dangerous person in my life. I do have a soulmate, but not someone like Karla. Karla's a created character. I wanted to carry within her some of the essence of many, many women I'd met who'd been brutalized by men and by life. And I wanted a character who had been through this trauma, who had reacted with a kind of outrageous violence because she killed the man who raped her. But I wanted to encapsulate within that, everything that I'd seen and felt in so many women I met in my life who had been badly damaged by men. So, Karla, I love Karla, but no, my soulmate is not Karla. All right, next one. Please speak more about these positive and negative aspects as mirrors. Okay. The quote that I put up here, the quote was, the past reflects eternally between two mirrors, the bright mirror of words and deeds, and the dark one full of things we didn't do or say. What it's about, I'll tell you, young people out there, sometimes the thing you don't say will haunt you more than the thing you did. It's like that in life. French even have an expression for this kind of thing when someone says something and you go out and then at the last minute you think, oh, damn, I should have said this. And it's the perfect reply. They call that l'esprit de l'escalier. It's the spirit of the stairway that you close the door, walk down the stairs and go, damn, I should have said this. That sometimes that thing you should have said, that thing you should have done is going to stay with you deeper than things you did do or did say. It's going to be submerged in the dark mirror. It's not a bright memory. The things you do and say, they're more bright memories than this. But those things you don't say. Now, it may also be you know that a friend needs somebody to say this certain thing. It might be hard to say it, and that's why no one has said it to that friend. It happened to me in my life a couple of times when people stepped in and said, you're a great guy, but you gotta stop partying. You get that, right? If you stop partying, you'll be a great guy. And they stepped in and said something to me that a lot of my friends, for whatever reason, didn't say. And it shocked me, it pulled me up. Once a young person said to me, you know, you're a really nice guy when you don't drink. And it was one of the hardest slaps across the face I'd ever had, but it was said so kindly and said so casually and so innocently. And it really stuck with me. These are things we do say. Now, what about that occasion when you should have said that and you didn't, if you know what I mean? What about the occasion in your life when somebody has overdosed and there was an opportunity for you to say something beforehand, but you didn't, and that opportunity didn't come? I promise you that sometimes the dark mirror of the things we didn't do and we didn't say are going to stick with us, and they'll stay with us sometimes longer than the things we did do and the things we did say. So that's what that means. I hope that makes that clear. All right, next one. Hi, Greg. Hi. Love Shantaram, thank you. And yet to read Mountain Shadow, why the hell not? Okay, I'm only kidding. But my question is actually about your recent activities. I'm also an Aussie living abroad, and I've lost the distinctive, I left out where you're living for discretionary purposes, Oh, you put it in there, which is kind of nice. Okay. And I've lost the distinctive Australian R-lessness from my accent. What I mean is I fully pronounce the R regardless of whether or not it goes before another vowel. I've noticed, wow, we're getting really specific on the accent thing here, aren't we? I've noticed that you also fully pronounce the R. R, do I? And I was wondering if you have always spoken like that, or if this is something that happened when you started living abroad. Well, abroad from Australia, yes. Well, I did learn other languages, and that started to change things. I probably did speak a little bit like this way back, but it constantly changes. I think I probably sound a bit different if I live long enough, a few years from now. At the moment, this is a culmination, like you, of what happens when you travel and you have an ear for the way other people speak, for the cadence of it. And in learning their language through the cadence and the rhythm and the music of how people speak and learning to say things in the same musical way they do, when you learn that, it tends to break up your original structure of how you sound out the words and so on in your original accent. So yes, learning to speak different languages and living in different cultures did change the way that I speak. I hope it's clear enough for everybody. And it is kind of, some people say, that's an Aussie accent, isn't it? And I'm so happy that it's still there, that people can still pick it up. But it's been masked, I guess, by many other things, just like yours. All right.